Hey Joe, it's Folks here. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at this print-on-demand store here and how they are selling high-profit print-on-demand products like these to make thousands of sales and what they are doing on social media to actually make those sales. If you're just getting started with your store, I also have a free print-on-demand course. It's called POD for Dummies. You'll see how to actually build your store and get started with social media marketing. It's free, like I said, and there is a link down in the description. Now, this store is not that complex. They have a niche, they have a handful of star products, and they're making designs that people in their niche love. Before we look at their ads, I want to show you just how well this store is doing. If we scroll all the way to the bottom of their homepage, and like I said, this store is called powderaddicts.com if you wanted to go check it out. I think they've done a fantastic job. You can see here that they have 1,458 reviews. If we assume that they've got about 10% of customers leaving a review here, that means that they've got about 15,000 sales. And if we do some math, seeing that they are basically selling products between $50 and $100, in most cases close to 100, this is likely a $1 million print-on-demand store that we are looking at. Now, this store basically has a couple of best sellers. They have this jumpsuit product here, which is kind of neat. They have it for both kids and for adults. They've also got print-on-demand metal signs, which I have talked a lot about here on my channel. They also have these hooded blankets, which look to have ski maps on the back of them. All of these products are ones that I've reviewed here on the channel before, so if you wanted to see some really in-depth quality reviews of them, you can check those out. What we're going to do is we are going to break down what supplier they are using and just how much profit they could be making selling these items. We are going to start here with the jumpsuit item. They're selling this product for $96. It is a high quality jumpsuit. It has vibrant printing. It is super soft. Like I said, in some of my other videos, I have a full quality review of this item. Now, the supplier for this is a company called Subliminator. That is the actual sample that I was just showing you. This product comes in kid sizes, youth sizes, and adult sizes as well. In terms of the pricing, you can see here that it kind of varies depending on whether it is a kids, a youth, or an adult. In either case, you can see that based on these numbers here, if we reference what the store in question that we're looking at today is actually selling it for, they are selling these at $96. They have a whole bunch of reviews on them. It is clear that they are making a decent profit on them. The next product I want to look at is the print-on-demand metal sign. Now, this is an item that I've shown a lot here on my channel. It is an item I have personally sold a lot of, and it is one that I think could be a great fit for really any niche. It comes in a couple of different colors. It also comes in multiple sizes, and it is definitely a high-quality item. And this is a product that does really well with personalization. You can see here that they are, in fact, offering personalization on it. You can see it's basically a chair lift. If we scroll down and look at some of the reviews, we can see what the finished product actually looks like. Basically, the customer can put a couple of names on it, kind of like a couple who likes to snowboard together is what this sign actually ends up being. This is a print-on-demand item that you can get from a supplier called T-Launch. Like I said, it does come in 5 different colors and 6 different sizes, starting at about $17. And again, if we do go to the store, we can see that they are selling this for a decent price, which means they are likely very profitable with this product. The next product I want to focus on is their ski trail blankets. This store is doing a lot with both hooded blankets like this one here. If I zoom in a little bit, you can see that that blanket there does in fact have a hood. They're also doing a lot of stuff with blankets like this over here, where the blanket is not necessarily a hooded blanket. It is just a regular Sherpa lined blanket. We can see that basically by scrolling through and looking at these items here. These are basically just blankets that they are printing on. This here is a video from their social media page, which we'll look at in a few moments. You can see that these blankets are definitely a hit for them. This is a product that I have reviewed a lot here on my channel. This is a high quality item. It is super soft and the printing is great. In addition to just Sherpa lined blankets and hooded blankets, you could also do a woven blanket like this. This is a product that I have featured here on the channel a lot recently. It is available from a print-on-demand company called Shine On right here, and this could bring you a very high-end item into your store. Not that there's anything wrong with the hooded blanket or even just the Sherpa line blankets, which Shine On also does have, but this blanket here sort of has an added quality to it. It feels a little bit more high-end, and depending on what you're doing with your niche, this could be a great fit. Now, before we go and look at the ads that this store is running on social media, I wanted to talk for a moment about how you could actually replicate this if you wanted to. What this store has is a fantastic concept. This is a niche-based print-on-demand store. Basically, they have chosen chosen winter sports and people that love to ski on mountains as their niche, and they've built an entire store for them. They are only catering to this niche. That's the concept of their store. As print-on-demand sellers, you need a store concept. This is something I talk about heavily in all of my training. As I mentioned at the beginning, I do have a free print-on-demand course linked in the description of this video. This here is an example of a completely different type of store concept. This is what is called a product-focused store. Basically, they have chosen a product as their focus, and they have made lots of different designs for different niches on the site. Essentially, they have gone all in on one product type, and they've made a lot of different designs for various niches. The same thing could be done with basically any print-on-demand product. You could do this with leggings or posters and canvases for the wall. You could even do this with print-on-demand shoes or phone cases or really anything else. My point in bringing all of this up is because if you wanted to replicate the brand that we are looking at today, you first need to choose a great concept. You're either going to be going all in on a specific niche or on a specific product. From there, what I typically recommend is to start slow. If you're doing a niche-based store, what you should be doing is maybe choosing one or two items. Those one or two items would help you to get started. Picture this store here with just the blankets and just the print-on-demand metal signs. That is what they would basically launch with and grow over time to some of these other items. If you were doing a product-based store like this, selling metal signs or posters or canvases or print-on-demand leggings or shoes or phone cases or whatever other print-on-demand product you wanted to do, you would basically just choose a couple of different niches at the beginning and make a couple of designs for each one, essentially launching your store with a very small product catalog. That would allow you to get started quickly and not spend weeks or months or even longer than that making 10, 20, 30, 40, or even 50 designs or more. What I have found is that most beginners find themselves in an endless state of designing and they never actually launch and open their store. What you would want to do is prioritize the launch of your store by starting with less and growing to more over time. And if you want to watch more of my content where I break this down a little bit more, check out this video here. Inside of it, I give a bunch of examples of what not to do so that way you can start your store the right way. And before we look at the ads that this store is running, I just wanted to break down some of what they're doing here on their Instagram page. You can see that they have a lot of content from what looks to be the store's owner. Now, not that you have to do this, but kudos to this person here for building just something awesome. Honestly, this is one of the coolest print-on-demand stores that I have seen. They are on the ski lifts, basically doing interviews with people that are skiing, talking about their products. You can see right here, this video, they basically bring their products to the mountain. This sort of thing is just awesome. Now, again, you don't necessarily have to do this, but if you did want to, that is the power of social media. You could get samples of your items, you could bring them out, show them to people, and create awesome content like this. Kudos to this store owner. Like I said, they are doing an amazing job. They've also got this video here where, again, they've got some of their hooded blankets out on the slope. This sort of thing is just awesome. This store is also running some ads on both Facebook and on Instagram. Obviously, there are a bunch of ways to promote your products for free, but running ads is also an option as well, and this store is definitely going all in on them. They are basically using a lot of mock-ups. They also have some videos like this one here where they've basically taken some photos and created a nice little slideshow for their products. Now, if I had to give this store any advice, it would be to take some of the content that they are making like this and turn this into an ad. Sometimes creating amateur type things like this here is a great way to showcase your products on social media. I don't mean amateur in the sense that these are not good videos. I just mean they sort of show up in someone's newsfeed and they don't really look like an ad. You could take a video like this for your products and use it as an ad, and that would likely do very well with getting people to come to your store. And like I said, this store has a couple of key items. They have a bunch more products as well. Not that you have to limit yourself to just a few different items on your store. I was just trying to give advice earlier about what you could do to start quickly, what you could do to prioritize the launch of your store. Once it's open, you could grow and you could begin adding other products as well. You can see here that they have art prints, they have puzzles, they've even got some tumblers and some bags as well. And hopefully this was all helpful to see. If you are just starting your store, like I said a few times, I do have a free print-on-demand course. It's called POD for Dummies. There's a link down in the description. Inside are over 30 videos showing you how to get started with your store and selling your products on social media. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.